Boom! Back at it again with another episode of UFO Garage.
I'm Ben.
And I'm Joe, and this is where we talk about UFOs, aliens, and all things weird.
Oh yeah, back in the studio, dude.
Oh yeah.
It feels so good.
Doing it again, man. Doing it again.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude.
So what's up, dude?
Dude, it's been a crazy couple of weeks, man. Crazy couple of weeks. A lot's happened in February, too.
Yeah, February was a little rough, dude.
Yeah.
Definitely.
The Snowpocalypse, we were left without electricity, well, heat, really.
Yeah.
You know, like all the people around the United States that are used to cold, like people from those cold states or, you know, areas, are all like, oh, Texans are crying. Like, I walked 15 miles every day. But no, you don't get it. You did that, but you had heat or a fireplace. Like, yeah. I don't have a fireplace.
I don't have any of that.
We almost died, man.
I know, dude. Yeah, it was pretty gnarly. The first couple days, dude, I was like, I went out and like I helped pull people off the side of the road and like got them unstuck and you know, just did what I could to kind of help out a little bit. But then, dude, it just started getting so crazy. Then it was like, it went from like this, oh, cool, fun snow to like compacted ice. And then it just kept raining and like sleeting. And it was it was miserable, dude.
Fucking
super miserable. Yeah. But all in all, man, I think only a few people died. So that's, not terrible. But
the two people that died in the house fire live right down the street from me.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. Isn't that nuts?
Yeah,
I think they had tried to use their oven as a heater, and it somehow like
that's not good.
Gas, and then something caught on fire. I don't know all the details, but yeah, my neighbor Charles was like, "Yeah, it's super sad. I've known those people for a really long time. It was pretty intense."
Well, at least somebody. Never mind.
Okay, moving on. What were you gonna say?
At least it was warm somewhere. Right?
Drum fill.
Yeah, dude. I mean, it wasn't cool at all. It was a little rough, but all in all, dude, I think we survived. We did a pretty good job. I mean,
dude,
HEB once again is like the savior. Like, what are the three branches of government here in Texas? HEB, Buc-ee's, and Whataburger, and they all did their part. All three branches of government did their part. Now, the real government fucked up bad, right? Which, when things go bad, I mean, of course, it was probably government involved. So,
dude, it's so funny that it's just crazy that the amount of time it takes for the government to decide to enact something that has to do with impeaching a president or something. They can make a decision like that
immediately.
But when it comes to millions of people, hundreds of thousands of people in Texas and other states too, we weren't the only state, that are literally on the verge of starving and freezing to death, and they can't decide, you know what, but we could use that money. But we could use that money for something else. Let's not be too hasty, guys.
Yeah.
Little strange.
Yeah. It's a good thing that most of us are pretty self-sufficient for the most part. I mean, we did a good job, man. We all helped each other out. We all gave each other water. We all gave each other places to stay if we needed places to stay.
Yeah.
For the most part, dude, we held it down.
Yeah, man.
In a time of crisis.
You were the first person to reach out, and you were like, hey, are y'all good? If you need a place to stay, I don't know if you had water, but you had power. So, dude, I appreciate that, man. You're such a good guy.
Hey, no problem.
He's a good guy, going out there pulling people out of ditches and shit, man.
I even let my parents stay with me for like 3 days. I'm a really good guy.
Yeah, dude.
I was like, well, I guess you let me stay at your place for like 18 years, so what's 3 days? It was like, what was hard though is that like at the time I still had power, right? I still had power, and I was like, come on over, whatever. we'll just hang out, lay low. As soon as they got to my house, power shut out, and I was like, crisis mode. My parents are here. I have no internet. I have no means of just going and being by myself for a little bit. Like, oh, what am I gonna do? And
like no space.
Yeah,
so many questions.
Yeah,
so many. I mean, I love my parents to death. I love my mom.
Yeah.
But there's a lot of questions.
Yeah.
I need to call her more. All right. Well, anyway. But yeah, like confined space. Yeah, we were lucky enough to have some, Luke and them down the street. Like, didn't have to drive too far because the ice, the streets on the ice were crazy. Like trying to get up this uphill. I tried to go uphill in that CRV and I was sliding down the road because gravity and no traction. It was scary, dude.
Yeah.
So, boom. But hey, we got through it. One thing that I did was I set up my solar panel with my my little lithium ion battery, my 12 volt.
Yeah.
So I was able to hook up my phone charger, like a 9 volt, or not a 12 volt, like a car charger to it.
Yeah.
So I was able to keep my phone charged.
That's what's up. Yeah, I had to keep going out to my truck and starting it up and just charging everybody's phone. And it's like, all right, this is like a 3-hour thing. Dude. So then it's like you had to space it out, make sure you had enough gas to keep the vehicle running to even charge anything. And it got down to like the wire.
Yeah. Yeah.
It came down to like that point where you're like,
right.
Oh shit.
Fuck, man. I mean, this is maybe an episode for, What If Tomorrow podcast, but
right.
I wanted to reach out to them, but they were already kind of getting blown up, so I just didn't want to, like, I don't know. I have so many questions for those guys, and I kind of just want to, like, get a pulse on what they think about everything, because that's what their podcast is about, is these natural disasters that happen, and nobody is prepared. That's true.
Yeah.
Nobody knew what the fuck to do, man.
I saw something that apparently, like, over in the Middle East, they got a fuckload of snow, too. And, like, nobody was, like, showing it. They were, like...
Snow, and there's snow, like, all over, like, sand dunes.
Yeah, dude.
And, like, camels covered in snow, man.
It's crazy.
It's camel?
Crazy. Yeah. Well, dude, when you manipulate the weather, you end up messing it up, right?
DARPA?
Yeah. So...
It's
for
no
our
longer
conspiracy-minded friends out there.
Yeah.
Right?
Do you give that any credence? Do you think that was could it possibly be a foreign attack, or maybe we attacked ourselves with this weather manipulation, because this is unprecedented?
I mean, yeah, it's possible, right? We can immediately go to climate change, which is fine. I mean, sure, why not? Whatever. But at the same time, we have to also realize that we now have the technology to purposely manipulate weather. And what happens when we purposely manipulate it whenever we want to, right? It's doing something that it wouldn't normally be doing. So it's got to reset itself somehow. And if we continuously keep trying to mess with it, like I had heard that back when the out in Siberia, there was like this massive fire that was going on around the same time as like the Amazon rainforest was happening.
Okay.
And apparently they had manipulated the weather to where the jet stream would dip down and it would rain over Siberia to put out the fires.
What?
Yeah, and so that was something that they used.
So there's documents and evidence of that.
Where did I hear? It was on Clyde Lewis. He was talking about it. Yeah,
right,
Clyde Lewis was talking about it. And then I know that like China, I've seen actual like science articles that China has used weather machines to manipulate the weather to create rain in certain areas in
for
China
crops
for
and
crops
stuff.
and things like that.
I've read that one too. Yeah.
So I mean, we're specifically talking about weather manipulation. That is occurring. Right. And also like the rainforest. I think we talked about this. Why is the rainforest on fire if it rains constantly? But for some reason, the week that it was on fire, it didn't rain one time throughout the entire week. I don't think so.
Yeah,
like,
dude.
That's not just something that happens. That's like some big money, call a friend, make some shit happen type of a scenario. Like,
right. I wonder if in order to bring rain from one place to another, you manipulate the climate in a way where it's if you take it from one place it then leaves that place without precipitation for that amount of time or whatever. So it's like a give and take. You really got to play chess with that.
Yeah.
So maybe they used it in a different. Let's just say that fucking we're manipulating weather in that particular week. We moved some rain over some highly invested crops that we're very invested in.
Yeah.
Overseas or whatever, and then boom, something a fire gets out of control and. Okay, half the rainforest is gone, man.
Right,
and
right.
no rain to put it out.
Yeah, it's a little fishy. It's definitely a little fishy, but that's something that we're capable of doing. Mm-hmm. So I wouldn't put it past anybody. So but yeah,
do you think the new denier strategy is going to be not climate change denier, because we can all agree by now that the climate is changing. It's a little different, right?
Right.
Do you think the new denier is going to be climate control denier?
Probably.
Yeah.
We even have to look at things like pole shift. I mean, if the magnetics of the planet are shifting at a way faster rate than they had originally thought that it was shifting, that's also going to throw weather and stuff in like out of whack in a big way. So yeah, like we could talk about climate change all day long and I don't have a problem with that, but we also have to be talking about these other forms of other things that are happening with the planet and how we're specifically not we as in like me, you, everybody listening, except for those highly ranked people that are in the government that love listening to us. But like not us, we're not doing anything. Again, it's those people that are pulling the strings.
You're like totally twisting knobs and like
all right, we're gonna make it rain today.
All right, Ben and Joe, who are we gonna give this all this power and authority to? All right, guys, I know just the guys to give this power to. But it's like an analog thing. It's not a screen or anything fancy. It's like two little knobs, and it's like an
Etch-a-Sketch. Yes, it's an Etch-a-Sketch. Yeah, you're like, damn it, I gotta start all over. Yeah, no, if I was in charge of the knobs, it would never snow here. I would make sure I have to travel to go see snow.
Dude, I would make it 75 degrees tops.
I was so sick of seeing the snow,
dude,
in my yard.
Fucking, it would piss me off.
Yeah, I walked outside with my shotgun and was like, get off my lawn. And I shot the ground, and the snow was still there for like 2 days. I was pissed.
Dude, yeah. The icicles were insane. I got some photos of some icicles that were like 4 feet long.
Yeah, dude, it looked like some shit that's hanging out of a cave.
Yeah, some stalactites, dude. Stalagmites might break one off.
That's right.
Dude, that's what's up.
Yeah.
That's what's up.
Breaking.
And how about all those videos that surfaced of people like trying to burn balls of snow, saying that the snow is fake?
Oh, shit.
Did you see that?
Well, they turn into plastic or whatever?
Yeah.
Yeah, I've seen some of that stuff.
Okay, so we know that that's like just the soot buildup from the butane, right? Like it's not actually, I mean, sure, there might be microplastics like there is in everything now.
Yeah, for sure.
Because humans are dumb and we use a lot of plastic.
Dude, isn't it crazy? Oh, well, I don't know if you guys had to do this, but I did. And I found that it takes an incredibly large amount of snow to flush your toilet one time. It's insane.
Did you have to pack the back of your toilet with it?
No, dude, like I was just outside with pots all day long, scooping snow with shovels and pots. And then we were melting them on the stove because we had gas. And then we'd take the water and we would just fill the toilets.
Yep.
And then we filled up the bathtub.
Yep.
Just for our whore baths and things like that. And it was just, dude, it was just miserable.
Dude, that's
miserable. The psychological impact that it has on you to like not be able to take a shower, but having a shower right there is like mind-boggling. Like I can understand, like I know people out there are probably, there's people all over the world don't even have showers, right? Yeah, but they know that they don't have showers. And
they're not looking at one.
They're not looking at a shower thinking, God, I wish I had a shower. They're like, yeah, I don't have a shower. Like, maybe I'll find a lake or a river somewhere, right? You know, but like, no, when you're like staring at a shower and you're like, I can't use it.
I can't. It used to be so easy. You just do this thing with your wrist and you just blick, blick,
You turn the knob and
it works.
Yeah.
How many times do you walk past your kitchen sink and try to flip the knob on it, like not think about it?
Way too many times. Way too many. Dude, during that whole time, I would wake up around like 10 and then try to go to sleep by like 7. I was so over shit. Like, it was ridiculous.
Yeah. We just drank a shit ton of wine.
Yes.
I was pretty much like, there's nothing else to do.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, yeah. So, I wanted to read this text that my dad sent me. It says, around 1955, my grandparents lived in the country near Moody, Texas. No running water in the house, and the bathroom, in quotes, was an outhouse located in the corner of the backyard, about 30 yards from the back door. Water supply was a hand-dug water well just a few steps from the house. For baths, they'd bring in a metal wash tub, place it in the kitchen, and then fill it with hot water heated from the stove. Everyone that wanted a bath shared the same bath water. Their house got electricity around 1940, but did not get running water piped into the house until 1957. My grandfather told my dad that he'd, in quotes, never did get used to shitting in the house. Never did get used to shitting in the house.
Yes, dude.
That is so funny.
And it just goes to show you, I mean, it's like the 50s. That's when, like, things started becoming cool and convenient, right? Mm-hmm. And then we look at it now, and it's like, yeah, it really put things into perspective on how like, just...
It wasn't that long ago, dude. 70 years?
Yeah, not at all. Not at all. Like, how privileged we are.
Right.
You know?
I recently read a fact that at the same time that pioneers... I pressed the space bar. At the same time pioneers were headed out west to, like, go to California and all that, that same year was like 1880 something. That's the same year that the fax machine was invented.
What?
Yeah, dude. I mean, I can look it up and actually give you. Hold on.
The fax machine?
The fax machine was invented in Alexander Bain in 1843.
What the hell?
Yeah, isn't that kind of weird? Did we move out west? Pioneers. I can totally spell. Pioneers. 1843.
1843. Holy
so,
crap.
Yeah, with the same year, Alexander Bain created the electric printing telegraph, basically a fax machine.
Yes.
We were...
Those little sheets of paper, those skinny little sheets of paper would come out.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
I mean, not like the 80s fax machine, but basically the technology that
for
led...
the... Yeah. Okay.
But that's the same year that people went out in wagons to go, I don't know, get some gold. I'll tell you that. But yeah, I thought that was pretty.
That's very recent.
Time disillusion, like your disillusion of time. Like those two don't make sense at this. They shouldn't make sense.
Yeah.
Another one is that Marilyn Monroe is the same age as Queen Elizabeth III.
Oh shit! Yeah.
Yeah. Is it the third? I don't know. It's one of those. Yeah, that's pretty fucking nuts. But yeah, dude. So electricity is cool. We all know that.
Yeah.
Electricity is fucking cool. 1950s and then 1957 UFOs crash and so I guess we did have electricity and stuff, but I don't know. I'm trying to like bring it back into UFOs a little bit. It's all connected. It's all connected. Well, yeah, dude. That was a trying time.
Hell
for
yeah.
all of us. The psychological aspect, like you said.
It was.
Fuck, man.
Dude, I also wonder about, like, whenever people are like, they're like, you always hear people, like, yelling, and they'll be like, how do you not believe this? This is the coldest time in recorded history. Well, maybe you can Google this. When did we start recording it? Like when did we start recording? I mean, is it like
recording the weather?
Yeah, did we start recording that shit like 100 years ago? Because if that's the case, it's not really that long.
That's true.
And it's like, I mean, it could have been this cold like 110 years ago.
It says 1880.
1880
was the modern global record keeping at roughly 137 years ago in 1880. That's because earlier available climate data doesn't cover enough of the planet to get an actual reading, according to NASA. So, dude, that's not that long ago.
Yeah, so when we talk about this is the hottest or coldest time in recorded history, I mean, we're talking like the 1880s, and even then that information is probably, you know, like, it's probably good information, but it's not like worldwide connected type of information.
Right, yeah.
So, I
the
mean...
hottest climate
ever in recorded history. It's
like it's a late night commercial. Call us now.
I'm Joe.
And I'm Ben.
And we're here to record your weather.
Call in for your climate update now.
We can tell you how wet or how hot things are gonna get.
So dry.
Yeah.
Show me your weather, baby. Call now. Yeah. All right. So yeah, Snowpocalypse. That happened. Glad we're out of it and we have electricity now. That's cool.
Yeah, dude. You have a good wiener Christmas?
What?
That's Valentine's Day. Is wiener Christmas?
Dude, I did. That's awesome. I did have a good wiener Christmas. I bought Jess and I some scratch offs. I won $20 and Jess won 10.
Nice.
So,
that's pretty good.
I spent $10 on each. So I got
you got $10
I
back.
made $10. I made $10.
Shit.
So that's pretty cool.
Oh my
It's just
God.
enough to keep you on that teat, man.
Yeah.
The lottery, all that stuff is so strange, dude. Like, you know the odds, right?
Yeah. If you go like and you're looking at them on the display ones that they have on the case, it'll tell you the odds on the card.
Yeah, it's insane. I don't know why people still do it. I just thought it was a fun
It pays for
activity.
schools.
Does it really? Are you
Yeah.
sure?
Yeah.
Oh,
It's an education fund.
Even scratch offs?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, the Texas lottery is like put into the education fund. So if anything, more people need to probably be playing the lottery right now.
Go out, stop the podcast, and go now.
Oh, dude. Well, yeah, man. February was pretty nuts. Winter Christmas was awesome. The Snowpocalypse. We're at the tail end of February, going into March. So yeah, dude.
Marching into March.
I'm ready to go on ahead and let's get past this. I mean, like it hasn't been a very good start to 2021. You know?
Yeah.
It's like holy crap.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's just the residuals like just washing off, of
Right.
2020. So let's hope that this next month is going to be even more awesome. But I'll tell you one thing that's pretty crazy is those pilots that had the
American
Airlines pilots. Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Can you imagine what that was probably like?
I feel like that scenario has been kind of either recreated digitally with like Ancient Aliens or something like that. Like that's such a common thing for airline pilots to see flying objects in the sky, strange lights. So this isn't anything new, people. This stuff happens all the time.
So why was this one in particular such a big deal?
Right. Yeah. I don't know. Let's back up and tell the people how we even knew about this.
Okay.
Yeah. So Sunday night, we get an email from our buddy Jim Goodall with this MP3, this audio file. He's like, hey, gentlemen, I just got this from a buddy. His name's actually Steve Douglas. He said it was cool to say his name.
Cool.
But he's one of the original interceptors with Jim Goodall. They have snuck into Area 51 a bunch of times. Like Jim Goodall's a military aircraft historian, been doing it forever. He's kind of in the know, and he has some connections. And this guy, Steve Douglas, he has all this equipment like antennas, and he's constantly looking for. I think Jim said that he has some type of technology that looks for search terms or can listen to radio frequencies or whatever, the FFA stuff, and they can find UFO, like the word UFO, and it starts to record, or it backs up a couple minutes and it starts to record. So he got like a like a whole hour worth of this recording. What you hear on the news is only a few seconds of it. Most of it is like regular radio chatter. A lot of people are saying, "Oh, it was edited," but if you listen in, apparently the full one, he sent the full one to the FAA to get it confirmed, and a few other people. But yeah, it's legit. It's legit.
Yep.
Yeah. So anyway, that's where we got that audio file, and then like Monday, next day,
it was huge. It like blew up. It was all over the news, and I was like, wow. Should have posted this.
We should have fucking jumped on it, man.
There's a few things that we've gotten that like we just kind of be like, oh, look at this. This is cool.
Yeah,
and then the next day it's like major news, and we're like, oh man.
Oh, dang it.
We should have posted it.
Oh man.
But yeah, I mean, dude, it's just it was pretty cool. Now, coming back to why was this particular sighting so much more important than the hundreds of other ones that happen every year?
Yeah, so I feel like one way you can look at it is that this topic is just kind of, the stigma's gone. I think after the TTSA stuff, the Tic Tac stuff, the CIA releasing these documents in the 180 days, all that, it's just a part of culture now, and it's more accepted. And I feel like these companies are going to be a lot more lenient on the reporting of these UFOs. I think this is the first kind of step forward for airline pilots, which is a great thing, I think.
Yeah. We've opened up the military to like, hey, see something, you say something, right? Now we're moving into this accepted just commercial airline industries. Hey, you guys should say something, right? And so maybe it's just working its way down. The next, it'll be McDonald's employees, right? And then from there, it'll be like the regular people like you and me, to where like it's okay to say you saw something,
right? Yep.
Or is it gonna stop at a certain point? Are we gonna work our way down to like policemen and firemen, and then stop there to where the general public is still off limits? You're still a crazy asshole,
right?
But anybody who has like a badge or some sort of authority is not crazy, right?
It could be because there's that lack of trust there, that lack of, okay, well, you're not an official, so you don't know what you're talking about. Anybody can say anything.
Yeah, but on the flip side, you've lied to us for 70 plus years, so why would I fucking believe you?
Yeah. I mean, how many times have you been lied to by the government?
Yeah, it's like, you're a regular person, you're not trustworthy. Well, you're the government, and you're not trustworthy either.
Yeah.
So where do we go from here? Total standoff.
What do you do?
Yeah.
I enjoy that it's happening. I kind of want to also add this really quick. I know that when we were on Dave's show on SOR, we were talking about the military not being able to, or like there's something weird about the military and releasing information or whatever. But what I wanted to say is that fuck, I forgot, dude. I forgot what I was gonna say. I had it, dude. I had it, and it fucking flipped.
It just fell out of my brain.
Shit.
I gotta find it. It's like
I'm so dumb.
When an idea falls out of your head, it's like a contact falling out of your eye. You're like, shit.
And I'm all blurry, and I can't think. I had such a good point too.
Well, hopefully you'll think about it. Fuck. You know, I was kind of thinking about like the UFO topic as a whole. Kind of like, can we turn this fan on?
Yeah.
I'm already getting hot. Hold on.
We're hot boys.
Give me 1 sec. 1 sec.
We're warm guys. Oh, that was just the noise of the flipper. Okay. I thought it
blow
exploded,
circuits,
dude.
I was kind of thinking about this the other day, like kind of like the UFO community, and like, you know, a few people have asked us this question on like, you know, the feelings between like these like military people or like, you know, high-end, super high-end researchers compared to like the average person that's into like the ufology thing.
Yeah.
It's kind of like, this is kind of what it made me think of the other day. It's kind of like, you remember when Napoleon Dynamite came out?
Yeah.
And it was in theaters and nobody saw it because they all thought it was stupid.
Yeah.
But like you and a few other friends went and watched it and you
Yep.
thought it was friggin' hilarious.
Yep.
And all you did was make Napoleon Dynamite jokes for a year
I still do.
until it came out on DVD for Christmas.
Yeah.
And then when you came back from Christmas break, everybody had saw the fucking movie. And now, like, y'all are done with, like, the jokes and shit. But, like, it's like everybody has a vote for Pedro shirt on now.
Uh-huh.
It's kind of like that.
Yeah.
How, like, you guys didn't understand. You thought it was funny. Like, you made fun of it. Like,
Right.
it wasn't cool. And now, over Christmas, like, the cool kids got a hold of
All
it.
the
And
cool
now,
kids saw it.
it's cool again. It's kind of like that. It's like
Yep.
the UFO community as a whole is just kind of like these dudes who went and saw Napoleon Dynamite before it was popular, right? And then now the cool kids got a hold of it, and now it's like so cool, right? It's trendy. Like,
Yeah. Dude, my brother and I went and saw it like opening weekend here in Austin at the Adobe Theater. And yeah, no one knew any of the inside jokes and stuff. And I'm walking
probably
around
an empty
like,
theater too, wasn't it?
Nobody was
in
there.
there. Yeah.
and
Same for me.
Same exact thing. Like, come back to school, and then everybody's like, oh yeah, I saw it too. Yeah. But like, dude, I've been talking about that. I've been making jokes.
Yeah.
And that was one of the most influential, like,
It was huge.
Like, name a millennial that doesn't reference Napoleon Dynamite at least like once a week.
Yeah. Yeah, dude. Yeah.
I wish I could think of what I was gonna say, dude. I feel like it was gonna be really good. I can't remember what it was.
Well, I'm sorry. I tried to fill in for you there
Thanks,
for a second
man.
while you were thinking.
I know,
but-
I was thinking, but yeah, it's not gonna come to me. It was something about, I was trying to say, and then it happened again. I was trying to say something about the community and talking about it, and then I just totally lost it, and then I ended up saying something else, and the same exact thing just happened.
You remembered it and then you forgot again?
Yeah, no, not just now. I'm talking about earlier or today. Okay, it didn't just happen 3 times. It only happened when we were on Dave's show, and then just like 5 seconds.
And then
ago.
just now.
No, not.
So that's 4.
No,
You've done it 4 times today.
it's like my brain doesn't want me to say what I'm gonna say. Maybe it's my future self stopping me from saying this thing.
Or maybe it's an implant.
Yeah, dude. Maybe it is. It gave me a little buzz.
The aliens are wiping
in
the
my
smart
brain.
thing that you want to say.
Yeah, dude. And I think it was gonna be kind of smart.
It was going to be kind of smart, dude.
Shit.
Dude, the aliens, I'm telling you,
Dude, the aliens though, dude.
the aliens always stop me when I'm about to say some smart shit.
It's their fault, dude. I promise.
They're like, oh no, he's about to say something smart. Divert to a fart joke.
Yeah, that's how it works. Yeah. But anyway, yeah, so pilot stuff. I think the big thing, and I did write this article today, and we read a little bit of it, but talking about Jim Goodall sending us this thing, and I went in and looked at the flight pattern. The first thought I thought of is, okay, well, the pilot obviously said it kind of reminded me, or looks like a cruise missile. Which, so that made me think, okay, along that flight path, are there any military bases that have capabilities of shooting drones, or they have drones at their facility? Because not every military base has drones. I mean, I would imagine those things are expensive. And cruise missiles are kind of like drones in a way, because they're unmanned and they can change direction.
Yeah, they're known for cruising.
Yeah, dude, they freaking cruise, dude, like beach cruisers.
Yeah.
So I looked at the flight path from Cincinnati, Kentucky to Phoenix, Arizona, which that's what it said. It was Cincinnati, Kentucky. I didn't know I thought there was just a Cincinnati, Ohio.
Yeah, dude. There's a lot of Cincinnatis.
For real? That don't make no sense.
Yeah, dude.
Sense.
Just like there's like a whole bunch of Hollywoods and like Parises.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, it's weird.
That is
I was
weird.
just thinking, like, you know how like on those cruise missiles, like on one of the pictures it says Raytheon on it.
Mm-hmm.
What we were talking about being a beach cruiser. Like, what if you saw like a cruise missile and it said like Huffy on the side?
Dino.
It said Mongoose on that picture.
It's a sledgehammer.
And instead of like fins, it had pegs on it instead. It's for you and your friends. You can blow each other up.
Hell yeah. That would be awesome. It had pegs, but there's like a set in the front and the back. Yeah. So like you could take 2 friends. Did you ever fall on, like, giving somebody a pump?
So many times.
No, that's what we called it, giving somebody a pump.
Yeah, dude.
Which sounds super gay now.
I mean, whenever you, like, getting started is when you fall the most. That's when you get, yeah.
Having somebody on the front handlebars, that's the most dangerous.
Yeah. 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 And then trying to, like, make a turn and then, like, moving their feet on the pegs and you're like, stop it.
Gotta lean with me, dude.
Oh, I used to hate that. We're going uphill. Get the fuck off. Yeah, dude. Push me. You're like a scooter on the back for your friends so you can get up the hill.
Right.
Yeah, that's crazy stuff, man.
That was the good old days, man. Jeez.
So you were looking at your overlay map over here.
Yeah, so there's a lot of military bases along that route, and I overlaid the flight path with known locations of military bases with capabilities of drones, and that source is from The Verge. I've got the source on our blog post on our website. And yeah, there's a lot of military bases along that route. So I'm thinking, man, if it was a cruise missile, it must have gone way off track, or they're trying to cover it up, because had collided with the plane, that would have been really bad. Not just tragically because people would have died, but also expensive on both parties. Like American Airlines would have had to pay those families for those deaths. And I'm just thinking like a corporate person would think, and why, like the conspiracy side of me, and also the military would have to pay a shit ton of money. So they're just like not going to comment that, oh yeah, no, we weren't running any tests that day. No. Which they did say. And it's being investigated this incident is being investigated by the FBI, and they're not letting any information out. So that just screams conspiracy to me. Yeah. It does sound like a rogue drone or a rogue missile to me. Until I talked to Jim Goodall, talked to him earlier today on the phone. He was like, yeah, those cruise missiles don't fly at that 36,000 feet altitude like commercial passenger airplanes do. So that rules that out. Also, they're usually, he said and I don't know. This is just, from Jim. He's like, yeah, they're usually armed. Those missiles.
Yeah, if you're gonna shoot a missile, it's for a reason.
Right.
There's not like, I mean, you could like have like test dummy missiles, but if you're just gonna let one fly, that's not a good idea.
Yeah. That's like the $5 million.
Not to mention, like, somebody had to have like seen the trajectory of wherever the thing was going, and then been like, okay, so we know a cruise missile would go this far and then it would land in this area. And they didn't say they found anything. Yeah. No crash, no nothing like that.
Right. Oh yeah.
Because the cruise missile eventually is going to run out of fuel.
Yeah, I wonder if the cruise missile would be able, if they have the capabilities just to turn around and land, or do those things even land?
I don't think so, dude. I don't think the missile lands. I could be wrong, but I've never seen like little wheels or anything.
Yeah, there's no like landing
gear.
Like
that thing is like, it's like got wings on it, and it's got the little tail fins. Yeah, and it's ready to hit some shit. It's not there to land safely on the ground, I don't think.
Right. Yeah, I don't think so either. And the pilot, again, man, I wish we could interview him. That'd be sick. But he didn't say anything about fins or anything, wings, stabilizers. He just said white, long, cylindrical object. So
and if we're even talking about like a cruise missile, if we're talking about the size of like the cruise missile to the size of like what a Tic Tac is, they said it's around like 40 feet. Yep. Right? And a cruise missile isn't 40 feet at all.
Right.
That's like half. That's like way smaller.
That's very small.
Yeah,
that doesn't look very big. There's all kinds of different sizes
of the wing. You see the wing on that F-15?
Yep.
And it's barely the size of the wing.
Right. Yeah. I'm sure there's different models though. I don't know. I saw like a graph of the different sizes. I probably should have added that to the article, but so dude, I'm I just want to play devil's advocate and give some evidence towards that it was a missile, but I totally believe that it was not a missile and that dude had a UFO sighting.
Yeah, dude.
Like,
I'm okay with that.
come on.
Yeah.
I'm okay with taking sides on that.
I feel the same way.
So, how often do you see a missile in the sky as a pilot? Also, he thought it was scary enough to call it in and ask, hey, do you have any targets up here? It must have freaked him out, and maybe he just didn't say. Maybe he does say further down the road in that recording. Maybe he does describe it. We just don't have access to that.
They're always so professional, like on their recordings and when they're talking to each other. I'd be like, "Are any of you assholes firing missiles? I'm in an airplane right now. I would not be able to keep my cool. I could not be a pilot. I would be like way too hot headed about stuff.
Yep. Yep. Same.
What the hell y'all doing, Adam? What are y'all doing down there? The hell?
Yeah. So I don't know, man. Where do you land on that? Do you think it was a missile or do you think it was a UFO?
UFO.
Okay.
And you people out there, don't you even start with the comments on, of course it's a UFO. We don't know what it is. We're talking alien craft.
Talking alien craft.
Yeah. I believe it's alien craft or it's ours. But I don't think it was a cruise missile at all.
Right. Yeah, I don't either. Dude. I think we're about to see a lot more of them too.
Yeah, I agree. I agree. The vape store that I go to, the guy who owns that, he was like, dude, I was driving down the road the other day, broad daylight, and I was looking at this thing. My wife said, oh, it's probably an airplane, and then it did this weird move, and it shot off.
What?
And my wife looked at me and was like, that wasn't an airplane. And I was like, no, that wasn't an airplane.
In Taylor?
Yeah.
Dude.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah. Going out down 95.
No shit.
Yep.
Did he describe it at all, like the size or shape, or was it just kind of like
he said it was like a shiny, it looked real shiny up in the sky.
Yeah.
And he was like, okay, maybe airplane.
Yeah.
But he was watching it for a while. And then he looked at his wife and he's like, you see that? And she was like, yeah, it's probably an airplane.
Yeah.
And then whenever she said that, like, it did this weird move and then disappeared, like shot off.
Dude.
Yeah.
That's awesome. That's the second. So you have that friend of yours that called you or texted you about and told you her story about seeing that shiny object in was it Pflugerville? This is a while.
Yeah.
This is a while ago.
Oh yeah, yeah. Round Rock.
I wonder if that might be something similar because she said it was just a shiny. She didn't say like disc,
but it was like a big rectangle.
That's
what it
right.
was. It was a big rectangle that they saw, and it just stayed there,
dude,
in the sky, and that was going down 79.
Okay. I wonder what's out there, man. Do you? Because that's. I think the reason sometimes that UFOs show up are because of that piezoelectric effect with is it? It's not granite, but it's quartz. Yeah, quartz crystals in the ground and stuff like that. I wonder if we have some kind of geological aspect to this side or this part of Texas. I know that we
we got a lot of black dirt.
Yeah.
We grow a lot of cotton out that way. Cotton and corn are like the major crops.
Yeah. Well, also we have a lot of caves over here.
Yeah, we have a lot of caves.
So I don't know. Maybe
that's like more like west of 35.
Okay.
You get into like more of the cave stuff because you get into like the limestone and the big water sheds that are out this way.
Yeah.
That way towards where I live is all just black mud, shifting clay constantly. Yeah. Like it's,
dude, like the farm field that we drove through in Nico's truck.
Yeah, that was fun,
dude. Yeah, that's what Junie, my stepmom, says. Like, yeah, the land out there is it's kind of terrible for really any crop. I mean, you could try to grow okay corn, but it's mostly like hardy plants like cotton, right?
Yep.
Didn't Taylor used to be the biggest farming land for cotton at one point?
Yeah, it was like one of the largest cotton producers. That's why the railroads go through there, and that's why the cotton gin is set up by the railroads.
Right. Yeah. My grandparents used to pick cotton for a living. Well, in the season, but yeah, like that's what they did. Yeah, my grandpa's hands were apparently, I never met him, but my dad said his hands were like concrete pretty much.
Oh yeah, dude, they were probably like gorilla hands.
Yeah, dude.
Straight up mittens, bro.
Mittens, dude.
Yeah, my grandfather's hands are the same way.
Hell yeah.
It's just like he could like barely open them,
Like barely close it, like Coach Safari type hands, dude.
Yeah,
just
dude.
like hot dogs.
Those farm hands, dude.
Yeah.
They're all just padded and just scars and dry as shit.
It's so dry.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Dude, I don't know if this is like a Texas old boy kind of thing, but do you ever notice like when people point, and I started to do this too, is like they leave their pinky out. Do you ever do that?
Yeah.
Is that a Texas old boy kind of thing, or is
Pointing out.
yeah, like point?
Yeah.
Keep your pinky straight. Like don't even bend your fingers. Maybe that has something to do with it.
It's more of a general,
That way.
just kind of throwing your hand out there, and those are the fingers that pop out.
Oh, dude, we're gonna get flagged on YouTube for showing fucking satanic hand signals now.
Oh gosh, golly.
There's like one video that lady posted. Oh, these guys are satanic.
Oh, it's crazy.
Yeah.
Good old Whataburger.
So yeah, dude. I mean, that's pretty much what's been going on. Other than we've been seeing some lights. I mean, we haven't even talked about it on our podcast about our sighting where you were in Taylor with Amanda at that restaurant.
Yeah.
You want to start it off with that
Yeah.
story? Because we haven't talked about it on our
I was
show.
actually out here in Pflugerville.
Oh.
What is it? Spring Hill Cafe? Catfish Parlor?
Okay. I don't know.
It's like old Pflugerville.
Yeah. Okay.
Area.
I have been there actually.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. It's like
Yeah.
it's like one of the oldest restaurants there.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay.
Yep. It's a catfish parlor. Dude, we had gotten out. We were getting out of the car, and I'm just getting the baby out and hand her over, and I'm standing there and I'm looking up, and I see this ball. Same ball. It's just like, I don't know if they're fucking with me at this point, and they're just like, let's give them a lot of balls. So now they're showing up to me like balls. So,
But like not a ball, but like a testicle.
like a testicle, straight testified.
oh yeah.
Yeah.
It's like
So-
it's like really shimmer. It's shiny
So it's
and
another
hairy.
orange ball, like the one I saw over my house.
And this is at night, though.
Same thing.
Yeah.
Yep. Nighttime. And it's flying overhead. I'm like, whoa, that's weird. It does kind of like this little S movement, like a noodle, and just keeps going. And I was like, what the hell? Dude. And then, like, as soon as I get in the restaurant, I'm gonna text you, and then you text me, and you're like, hey, I see this. Me and Luke see this crazy thing outside. And I was like, no shit. I just saw it.
Yeah.
Was it a glowing, ball of light? And you were like, yep. Same thing. Heading like this direction.
Right. Yeah. The fact that you were like, yep, saw that. That was the weirdest part about it is because you saw it and I saw it. What are the chances that we're both outside and we both see that shit? So me and my buddy Luke, for those that are listening, you know Luke. We're outside. We're cooking. We're frying some fish outside at his place, and I'm standing outside. He's inside going to the bathroom, and I see this bright ass orange light coming from the left, and then it just kind of slows down over the house. So I'm looking basically northeast of where of basically 35. So in that Pflugerville direction, and it kind of slows down overhead. So it comes fast, and then it slows down as it kind of goes over his house. And I'm like, Luke, come outside. Peeks his head out. He knew what I was talking about. He was like, dude, I could tell in the tone of your voice. So he grabs his monoscope for hunting and goes outside. And by this time, it's kind of reached the tree line. So it is kind of obstructed, but then there's a clearing. So he's very clearly sees this object in his monoscope, and it's not like a crazy telescope, but it is magnified. And he says he sees 5 glowing objects in a circle, like in a pentagon kind of shape. And it just, that's what he sees. Instead of one large light, it's 5 different lights, 5 separate lights going over the house. And he did agree, like, yeah, it did slow down for sure. It slowed down, and then sped up as it was kind of clearing that tree line.
Dude, it's crazy.
So it didn't do any kind of weird maneuvers, but it did like slow down and then speed up. And there's no flashing lights on it, just one ball of fucking orange light, man. It's pretty nuts, dude.
It's pretty nuts.
Pretty nuts, man.
I don't know what it is.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure it's aliens.
I'm pretty damn sure it's aliens.
Pretty sure it's aliens.
Yeah, bro. It's that
Until Lou Elizondo says otherwise, dude. It's aliens,
dude. Because so Dave's show with Dave Scott on Spaced Out Radio had an awesome interview with Lou Elizondo. I was so stoked about that, and then so I set a reminder to notify me, and it was only like 2 minutes before, so I was freaking out, like, oh shit.
Yeah.
Turned it on, and man, it was good. It was really good.
It was good.
I'm really glad that Dave was interviewing, because like I feel like a lot of other people would have just accepted a lot of his through the forest kind of answers. This dodging, he's dodging, man.
Yeah.
And he admits it too.
Yeah.
But I coming out of that interview, I have such a more of a respect for him.
Yeah. Yeah.
As a person too, like it was very humanizing.
I got the feeling that, you know, he is real dodgy, like with his answers. He's just not very direct with it.
Yeah.
But I think he's trying to tell people, hey, when I do that, it means yes. But he can't say
Right.
that means yes. You have to
Yeah.
kind of like read it. So I think most people are like, just stay away from those types of questions because they know he's just going to beat around the bush.
Mm-hmm.
But I feel like in his position where he can't talk, he is under all these NDAs, he can't say anything. He wants people to ask those questions so he can be like, well, let me tell you this. Because that's his way of saying yes.
Indirect confirmation.
It's your indirect because he can't say anything, right?
Right.
He's just, no matter how much you poke and prod, he can't say anything. So I almost feel like he wants you to ask those questions, so that way whenever you're like, oh, good way to beat around the bush, you can just go ahead and take that as like confirmation.
Right.
Like, yes, that's what's happening.
Yep, dude. That's a really good point. I didn't think about it that way, for sure.
Because at first I was like really irritated about it. I was like, God damn it, Lou. Like, we're going to do this again. Like, okay, I'm going to listen.
He's like talking about, okay, so it depends on your definition of an alien. Is it?
Are we talking about an immigrant? No, Lou, we're not talking about a goddamn immigrant.
What the fuck we're talking about?
We're talking about a, yeah.
And Dave even said like, he was very descriptive, so I was laughing, dude.
Yeah.
I'd be laughing.
Almond-shaped eyes,
small
beige
mouth,
skin, gray, sometimes brownish,
He
about
was so
3-4 foot
specific.
tall.
Yeah.
Have you ever seen one of those?
Yeah. and then his answer, Lou's answer, in the moment, I was like, oh, he just confirmed it. But when I listened back, he still did a good job at deflecting, but he still kind of said yes.
Yeah, he did.
He said
did.
yes. He said,
not much in this world scares me, but I've seen some pretty, what do you say, incredible things or
yeah. And then he says,
unnerving.
Unnerving, incredible things. And when I do see those things, I just need more information. That's what he said. So,
well, don't we all, Lou? Don't we all?
Like, that's a non-point. I get what he's doing. He's doing a really good job of it. Like, he's definitely been
trained to do that.
Trained to do that, yeah. But I just, man, going into that, I just had this stigma and this idea of Lou. Just because the only times we ever hear from him or see him is in this protected little bubble. Because he's never really reached out to the community of experiencers or people that have been doing this for years. And he does address that. But, yeah, you can't blame us for like having a little, I don't know if it's called chip on the shoulder, but some reservations towards the guy. Like, you can't blame us for that. You did that.
Yeah, that's your job, right?
Yeah. I wrote down a note when I was listening to that.
I don't know if like you realize this, but people on our side of the fence have been murdered and taken out. What about people on your side of the fence? No.
Yeah.
People on our
They get
side
paid
of the,
to do that.
Yeah. People on our side of the fence get run down by SUVs.
Mm-hmm.
People on our side of the fence get fucking poisoned and die. Like, people on our side of the fence have their lives ruined, their finances completely wiped away, their names just disappear. Like, yeah, you could see why we'd be a little hesitant to your side. So
Right.
I don't want to come off as like a dick about it. So like if Lou ever hears this, he's going to be like, oh, what a dick. I don't want to come off as a dick, but at the same time, like, I understand that like you've had a hard time coming out and you've had a lot of arrows shot at you, but so you've got called a few names. People thought your hair looked funny. Boo fucking who? People on our side have literally been murdered.
Yeah.
Who cares what you wear, dude? Like, nobody gives a shit.
Right.
He seems very genuine. He seems like he's, kind of really wants to maybe get this information out. And I appreciate that. I think that's great. But, that's a real touchy thing to just be like, oh, well, people have been mean to me. Oh, okay, sorry.
And
like,
now, he didn't like harp too much about that, but
He
dude,
didn't.
I definitely align with that. The thought is not about him complaining, because he wasn't really complaining. It was just,
yeah.
listen, those people, the people out there that are in the government have been in these projects, don't understand where we're coming from. I think you're making a really good point. Yeah, there's a reason why we don't trust you guys.
Yeah.
Because...
And I totally see his side too. I mean, he comes out and he says, I thought people wanted the truth, and then people just shot arrows at me. It's like, well,
Yeah.
dude.
No, I get that,
I feel
but-
bad for you, dude.
I
Like,
do too.
That's your family has to see that. You have to read that. People are making fun of you.
Right.
Like, I get it. That's not a cool thing, right? That's
Yeah.
not cool on either side. But when we're talking about the severity of like somebody made fun of your goatee, right, as compared to like
Somebody got poisoned.
yeah, somebody was poisoned and their family doesn't even know where they went.
Yeah. Oh, and and then that family disappears.
And then exactly.
Yeah. Okay. Well,
People on your side literally go to people on our side and say, "Hey, we'll murder your whole family,
Right.
make you watch it and leave you alive
Right.
to live with it."
yeah,
Like, what the fuck?
that happens.
Yeah, I should be able to say your goatee looks like trash, right? even though it doesn't. I mean, I think we've all agreed that
That's a rock star goatee,
that his
man.
jazz button is on point, right?
Yeah.
But I mean, it's like it was one of those things where, like, when I heard that, I was like, all right, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So coming from a place of like, I don't trust this guy, I don't get a good vibe from him, and then listening to him on Dave's show really like changed my perspective. It
Yeah.
humanized him for me, and I don't want to sit here and try to like, make him out to be some angelic figure, but I did sympathize with him a little bit. And one thing that I wrote down is like this analogy of what are the reasons why he didn't reach out to the community first before going public. And I came up with this idea. So he's a military guy, never was interested in UFOs, and then just kind of got dealt into this really fun game that a lot of people really like, but nothing about. And then there's this huge community and culture built around this thing, and you're just rushed into basically given all the chips. Now everybody's looking at you like, well, who the fuck is this guy?
Yeah.
I've been playing this game my whole life. It's like my favorite game in the world, and I would love to have those chips. And he's like, well, that's not my fault. I didn't know.
Yeah.
Dude, I mean, my bad, I guess. I don't know.
That's the same vibe that I got too.
So
I did sympathize with him. I did,
yeah.
feel a little bad for the guy.
Yeah. But not saying that any of those points you said are like disregard, like, because
that's like the whole big picture,
It is,
though.
yeah.
That's not something specific. I don't know if Lou's ever gotten the word to like, hey, we got to go whack this guy, and like Lou was the guy to do it. I'm not saying that. I don't know. I don't know, but
he's
fuck,
not the one putting on the gloves.
you know what I'm saying? I don't know, but in the grand scheme of things,
Right.
your team has been kind of dicks.
The team meaning the CIA, the government,
Yeah.
fucking entities, the black projects, the unacknowledged projects. That's what you mean by team.
Yeah.
Not him and like two other dudes named Joe or
Not
Jeff.
like him and like Tom DeLonge or like out whacking people and shit. Well, Tom's probably whacking off people.
Dude.
It'd be funny if like him and Lou Elizondo got sent out to whack people, and then like Lou comes back, takes his gloves off, and he's like, "Is the job done?" And like Tom DeLonge was like jacking somebody up, and he's like, "What are you doing? We're supposed to whack these guys." And Tom was like, "Oh, I completely misunderstood what you said."
Wait. See, I think Tom would love that joke.
I think he would too.
would fucking love that joke.
He'd be like, "Yeah, that's exactly what I would do."
It's like, at least I'll wear gloves, man. But they saw your face. Ah, shit. I would, dude, because not that like I don't care. We can say whatever we want on this podcast because I mean they're probably not ever going to hear it. But
We're not saying Lou whacked anybody.
Yeah.
Just want to clear that up.
yeah, it's just it's fun to think about. Whacking them. Take off your pants. Yeah, dude. So I would love to get Lou on the show. If you're listening right now, dude, hit us up. We'd love to have you.
I know.
We have some questions.
We need to know what kind of truck you drive.
We need to know. And if you come on the show, then you can not only be one of the directors of the most secret government projects in the world, but you can also be a deputized
Dr.
Scientist.
We're looking for a chief chode inspector right now.
Dude, that's right. We have an open position.
We have an open position for a chief chode inspector, and honestly,
So I still hold the title of chief fart sniffer,
right.
and I forgot yours. Let's check the website.
Yeah, let's check the website. I'm the
To the Farts Academy.
I think I deal with the stinky little poots.
Yeah, that's right. Okay, let's see.
What is it?
To the fartsacademy.com. Joe, CPS, Chief Poot Scientist.
That's right.
Co-founder of To the Farts Academy of Farts and Science, Chief Fart Technician, Head of Stinky Poots and Blast Control.
That's right. Yep.
My title, self-claimed title, is CFS, Chief Fart Strategist, co-founder of the To the Farts Academy of Farts and Science, Chief of Fart Strategy, Head of Smelly Farts and Wafting Methods. So we are looking for a head chode inspector.
Yep.
Very soon.
Chief chode inspector. So if you're on board, we'd love to have you.
So just, give us a call.
Yeah. Is that live, by the way?
What?
That site?
Yeah.
It is live now?
Yeah, I rebuilt it. Yeah.
Awesome. What's the... To thefartsacademy.com.
Yeah.
Perfect. Yeah, ladies and gentlemen, go to thefartsacademy.com. You can leave a comment down in the community, and you can also check out all the cool stuff that we're working on.
Yeah, and it's also kind of a sister company to Balskin Company & Co. That's kind of our overall umbrella. Got a lot of really interesting projects coming up that I'm super excited about, and it has to do with anti-fart technology, levitation, and what does that mean for our poots? And
we've had I mean, just thousands of photos sent to us, and we've put them through rigorous scientific analysis and studies. And one thing that all the top scientists right now are saying is that if you listen and engage with UFO Garage podcast, your penis will get bigger. Yeah, and so there's a lot of science out there that could combat that, and we invite that because we are a part of the scientific community, and what we just want to get to the truth and tell the public. That's right.
The truth. And that's what the science community needs is more open-mindedness.
Absolutely.
When it comes to Egyptology, there's no budging. Everybody's like, nope, the world started 4,000 years ago. That's when the humans started making stuff, and then they were really good.
Egypt.
And but we at Balskin Company & Co. and To the Farts Academy, we accept all kinds of theories and hypotheses. So, if you're a scientist out there, hit us up.
Yeah, let us know.
Yeah. That was probably the most serious commercial we've ever done.
That's great. I loved it. Dude. Yeah. To thefartsacademy.com. Go check it out. Also, go check out our new website, dude. Benny did a pretty good job.
Thanks, man.
UFOGaragePodcast.com. It's no longer UFOGaragePC.com. It's UFOGaragePodcast.com.
And, you know, I should have shared my screen a long time ago, but I'm going to share it so we can share to the Farts Academy.
Yeah, there we go.
yeah,
there we
dude.
go. For those of you who are actually like watching the videos on YouTube
Right.
and stuff like that.
Yeah, we have at least 10 people watching each video. So
Actually,
that's good.
I would like to give a big shout out to everybody, every one of our subscribers. We finally hit the 500 mark.
That's right, guys.
We finally
thank you.
hit it.
Thank you guys so much.
Big shout out to Joseph and his burner account for putting us at that 500 mark. You're the man. Shit, man, we're on our way to 1,000. Let's do it.
I'm ready, dude. Hey, if we get 1,000 by June, I will be a happy camper. You know why? Because, dude, we could do live YouTube videos. We could
That's
do
right.
this show live, and you'll see all the. We don't really edit, but we can hang it out with us before the show. We could bullshit. You guys can ask questions. We want this experience to be as fun as it is for us sitting next to each other.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
That's what we want to do. We want to get good content out to you guys, ask questions, open up the forum a little bit, and yeah, really make it an experience rather than a one-way conversation.
Yeah,
Like,
have a lot more engagement
Yeah.
with you guys. I think that'd be pretty awesome. So let's get it to 1,000.
yeah, dude, 1,000 subscribers. Share it to
Yeah.
show your mother, show your father, show your cousins.
Yeah.
That would be sick. So
I love it.
that'd be cool. Yeah. Might as well plug it since we're already talking about the website. But yeah, we got some new merch. Butts, dude. Go to our website. You'll see. I named it panties.
Panties.
Panties. PANNIES.
I saw that the other night. I was like, it's hilarious. The word panties makes me less uncomfortable than panties.
Yeah.
The word panties makes me so uncomfortable for some
Panties.
reason.
Panties.
I don't know why, but panties is fine.
Look, I fucking love that name, panties.
Yeah.
That word, panties.
Yeah, so ladies, we got something special for you. If you go to the website right now, you can get you an official pair of UFO Garage panties.
Panties. Get your drawers. Hey, we gotta
some
make
panties.
we gotta make some boxers and call them drawers.
Drawers.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
That'd be awesome, dude.
Hey, what do you call a place where you put your underwear in your bedroom or whatever? Like what apparatus? What would you call that?
A dresser?
Okay. You don't call them chest drawers?
Chest.
Dude.
No, the chest drawers are the fancy ones. I just got regular. You know,
I call them chest drawers.
chest of drawers.
Chest drawers.
Drawers.
Chest of drawers. Did not realize that was what it was
thing,
called.
right?
Yeah.
Nope.
Thank you, TikTok.
Always been Chester.
I thought I was the only one.
Chester drawers.
Chester drawers. I didn't know it was wrong until I saw a video on TikTok about it. I didn't know it was wrong. I never thought about it. Anyway, we got new shirts, new socks, a new shirt. I want to give a shout out to Aurelio and his son for sending in a design. It's called Peace and Love on our website. Aurelio, a listener, emailed us and was like, "Hey, dude, me and my son listen to your show all the time, and you know, my son is a really good, a big fan of the show, but we noticed that you did not have any child or kid size clothing, so I went ahead and made a kid's clothing, and I asked him, hey, get your son. I don't know if I don't want to say his name just in case, to protect him. I don't know, whatever. You know how there's a lot of people listening to the show. So I asked him, hey, what would your son want to put on a shirt? So he sent over he wants a UFO with an alien coming down. So I was like, yeah, all right, cool. So I just kind of ran with it, and dude, he designed his own shirt for the UFO Garage podcast, man.
It's pretty sick.
Yeah, check it out if you guys want to support the show. It always helps keep this thing going. We are invested in this thing, and we just love doing it. But, a little bit helps. Whatever you guys can, however you guys can support the show. Buying shirts is like the best way because we get most of that.
And we got some new socks on there too.
And some socks. Sock swag. It's got the Impala icon on it, which is pretty dope. And I don't know. There's more stuff coming. I think we're not ready to announce it yet, but we've got a pretty big, movement coming in that department, in the merch department.
In the merch department.
Yeah, it might be a couple months, but yeah, we'll see.
We got some ideas. We definitely got some ideas for sure.
Yeah.
And then it's got all of our friends on the page. Also, guys, don't forget to go check out Small Batch, Redeemer Small Batch. Some of the greatest CBD you'll ever try.
I feel
You can go there and you can use the promo code. I don't remember. Damn it.
It's on. I think it automatically just gets applied. No, it doesn't.
Nope.
Oh well, I lost it.
UFO Garage.
I think it's probably just
420. I'm making it up,
dude. I can't remember.
Oh my gosh.
Redeemer. Well,
we don't have. I was just looking through the text message, and I deleted the text message.
Damn it!
So I'm gonna have to go back and listen to an episode now, and hopefully we said it on the episode. But yeah, go check those guys out. Even if you don't use the code, just write in the little notes. We love UFO Garage. We heard about you from UFO Garage.
Yeah!
Yeah!
Yeah! We're sea monkeys, dude.
Oh, dude. I want to give a shout out to Clownvis. Clownvis Presley.
Yes.
I want to give a shout out to Clownvis Presley.
While you do that, I'm gonna go pee real quick.
He had an episode where he's got the sea monkey cam.
No way.
He's got a cam for his sea monkeys, and it's friggin' awesome. A couple weeks ago, he had some ghost monkeys in the studio. And he had some smarty pants in the chat room, and they were calling it a chimpanzee. And I'm with Clownvis. That was a monkey. That was a monkey for sure. But that's what tipped the scales for me was the sea monkey cam. I thought that was really awesome. If you guys are bored or just are done listening to the show, go check out Clownvis Presley. He's hilarious. Definitely hilarious. But, hey, I think here in a second, we're going to listen to some Van Halen with you guys. If y'all don't mind. I'm a big Van Halen fan. I like it. I like Van Halen. I liked both regimes. I thought they were all pretty awesome. Brought stuff to the table. David Lee Roth and Sammy Hagar, Obviously, one was a little more entertaining, right? But couldn't sing. The other one was a little less flamboyant. Didn't rock the spandex and fly over the stage, but hell of a voice.
That was the longest piss ever. Sorry, dude.
Was it? The longest pee in history.
It was.
I was just telling everybody that we're gonna listen to some Van Halen with him.
Hell yeah, dude.
Yep. So me and Ben were talking about Sammy Hagar and his experience that he had, and he claimed to have like these wild, super vivid dreams, and seeing some stuff up in the sky. There's a song by Van Halen. It's called "Love Walks In." I'm sure a lot of you have heard it. If you haven't heard it before, we're gonna play it, and we're gonna go through it with you guys because. I think he's talking about aliens.
Yeah.
I think he's talking about aliens.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of stuff that he says that was triggering all these different things off in my mind a second ago. And we decided we're going to save it and just do a little reaction and do it with all y'all. So.
Oh, yeah.